Hey, it's me, MLV. As I mentioned in the previous chapter ending, this chapter of Serendipity is titled Hot and Heavy. Yin? Whoa, he panted slightly, his face bright red as his mind registered all the new sensations he was feeling. It's okay, he said with a smile. Or would you prefer me to move away? You asked, slowly releasing your arms around his neck and pretending like you were going to step away to see what his reaction would be. He tightened his hold on your ass and stepped a little bit towards you, scared that you were actually going to break contact. No, he protested emphatically. Please don't go. You smirked. Oh? You like being this close? He nodded shyly and bent his head down into the crook of your neck, hiding his face from your curious eyes, one of his hands sliding up from your ass and travelling up underneath your tank top. You felt the temperature of his breathing heat up as his hand glided over your soft skin, and it's almost as if you felt his excitement when he realised that you didn't have a bra on. His fingers paused over where the bra line should be. It was then that you felt something firm press against your leg and your attention was drawn there. Is that... Oh my goodness, I can feel... against my... You froze, not knowing what to do, but your body responded physically without your mental consent, and you could feel the heat gathering between your thighs. Deku kissed your neck softly, his hot breath shooting across your collarbone as his grip on you tightened. He walked you backwards slowly until you were up against the bench, his head still tucked into your neck, unable to show you his face. Because you had your back to the bench and his body was in front of you, you could arch into him and push your pelvis up against... Your arms slipped from his neck, dragging down his back and rested on his ass. Oh, I just want to grab an actual handful of this ripe peach. But you refrained. You pushed into him again, and you felt his fingers dig into your soft flesh. He was shaking slightly, and you couldn't tell if it was from nerves or excitement, or both. Are you okay? You whispered, as you turned your head slightly and kissed the tip of his ear softly. He was frozen in place, and you thought this might be all a little bit too much for your precious broccoli boy. Izuku, it's okay, breathe, you coaxed, as you moved your hands back to his muscular back and patted him gently, your right hand running up to his curly locks as you stroked the back of his head to calm him down. Slowly he relaxed his grip on you and his breathing normalised. Finally he pulled his face out from your neck and looked at you. Yin, he breathed as he gazed into your eyes, holding you gently. Whoa, what happened there? Her scent was intoxicating. My body just wanted to do things the way she... Izu? You asked again. It looked like he'd been spacing out there for a bit. Sorry, he stuttered. What did you say? I said, did you want to go and watch that movie? You repeated. Oh, sure, he replied, still staring deeply into your eyes. He tried to move, but he hadn't let you go yet. Izu? You laughed. You're gonna have to let me go. Suddenly his lips were on yours. They moved with purpose, his tongue brushing against your bottom lip as you opened your mouth slightly to connect with him. Your tongues danced together as his hands wandered your body gently and respectfully. He tucked an arm under your backside and lifted you up, not interrupting the kiss for 1 second as he turned and walked out of the kitchen and headed for the bedroom. He turned to walk in, fumbling with the light switch with one hand as he held your body against his with the other, small huffs escaping the two of you as you continued to make out heavily. Finally he turned the lights on and opened his eyes to locate the bed. An angry Pomeranian was lying in the middle of it, head raised, beady eyes glaring at him. He broke away from the kiss and stared at his fluff ball. Not now, Cat, he panted. Please, I need you to leave the room. Cat growled. No, please, he begged. Cat got up and narrowed his eyes as he hopped off the bed and then stormed out of the room. Deku didn't wait any longer and carried you to the bed and then placed you down gently on it with his body hovering over yours. He was still breathing erratically, and as you unwrapped your arms from around his neck and ran them around the front of him and down his front, over the top of his shirt, you could feel him heating up. It was obvious that his body wanted you, and you were feeling the same way too, your chest rising and falling softly as your own breathing rate stayed elevated. There was a long pause as you stared into each other's eyes, panting, a light blush dusting both your cheeks. Yin, I really like you. A lot, Deku said softly as he lifted one arm off the bed and caressed your cheek. I really want to... His voice trailed off. You nodded. I really like you a lot too, Izu, he said with a smile. But we don't need to rush things through. Take your time. Deku nodded and pushed back off the bed, turning back to walk to the light switch and turning it off. That night was spent in darkness, as you two touched each other everywhere. Deku needed some permission and courage to touch certain areas at first, but his hands were gentle, and every time his fingers touched somewhere new, your whole body would shudder with delight, and a breathy moan would escape your lips. Later, you both fell asleep that night, content that you'd made huge steps forward in your physical relationship. You snuggled into Deku's side, inhaling his alluring masculine scent as he wrapped an arm around you and kissed the top of your head before drifting off to sleep. Okay, roll call. Is everyone okay? Have we all made it through the chapter? Fan yourselves if you need to. Have a drink of water, and I'll see you in the next chapter.